dig it for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Here at Fisher High School as we wrap up the regular season for boys basketball as the Climax-Fisher Knights are playing host to the Kittson County Central Bearcats. The Climax-Fisher Knights had a game yesterday in Climax-Shelley High School, which saw them take on Northern Freeze, as they would unfortunately drop that one. Kittson County Central has not had a game since Friday of last week, and they would take on Sacred Heart. We'll get more into that, but this is the final game of the regular season, and a few days away from tournament time here for the boys sectionals, and a kind of preemptive matchup between these two teams as they will most likely play each other in the tournament as both coaches prepare for that inevitability here on yourliveevent.com. We'll be back with coaches' comments on the way here on yourliveevent.com.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they are preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax-Shelley School District.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Ulster Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Ulster Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Back here at Fisher High School is during the pregame now. Jerry Peralta here on yourliveevent.com. Climax-Fisher taking on Kittson County Central. And the Knights coming off of a game last night against Northern Freeze. That one was a makeup game. And the Knights would keep it very entertaining within that first half against Northern Freeze, but unfortunately that energy that they brought could not sustain themselves through the entirety of the game. Their offense would go cold, and Northern Freeze would just take full control on both sides of the ball. Kittson County Central also coming in off of a loss to Sacred Heart, 50-24, as end of the season for both teams now, looking to end strong here. And as mentioned, this is the potential matchup we shall see in the play-in games come the sectional tournament, but that game would be taking place at the home of Kittson County Central. At the moment, things could change depending on tonight's victor and just how things play out. The Bearcats also just looking to seal off their season with the win. As mentioned, potential preview. Both coaches are preparing for if this is a potential matchup, so they are going to be studying hard and trying to learn everything they can about their opponents here. We had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kittson County Central Bearcats, Trent Jerome, and see what he had to say as his team prepares to wrap up the season. Here on the pregame coach's comments, along with me now is head coach of the Kittson County Bearcats, Trent Jerome. And Coach, get things going. How are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
Oh, doing fantastic. End of the season almost seems to fly by. Coming into tonight, what's the energy like out on the floor? A kind of preemptive matchup to tournament time.
Yeah, we're fired up to get out there and compete. And I mean, like you said, it's coming into tournament time, and we're likely to meet them seated at those 8-9 spots. And we're gonna get a feel of the team tonight, and hopefully we can put up a good fight here.
And final game of the season. What has most impressed you from this team throughout the regular season?
I'd say the resilience of this group. I mean, the wins and the losses aren't falling, in our way every time, but they are just sticking with it. They're constantly battling for our mission every single day, and that was to get better from day one to now. Their teamwork's been there with that unity. The group is awesome in that way, and then just their everyday fight towards the goal is just what I'd say most is awesome.
And close out the regular season here on the road. What's been the message to the boys as you close out this regular season?
It's about our defense. We start there. We've been preaching that all year, is just getting stops. The offense will come, and I really want to see that here tonight, as we could be seeing this team again, and they can get hot from three. Let's limit that. Let's sit down, defend, and then get our offense going.
And looking towards tournament time, preemptive matchup as we're talking about potentially seeing this team again. What are you hoping to take from tonight that could be transferred over to the tournament time if you see this team once again?
Yeah, it's important to respond to what they do tonight and be able to make adjustments by then. So really looking forward for who their guys are that get comfortable out there. We need to see who we can mess up to disrupt their flow, or see what they need to do just as an offense together, or defensively what works best for them, and then be able to attack those holes and be ready for Friday when we are matched up again.
Coach, any more keys, final thoughts for tonight's matchup?
Last keys I'll say is we just got to feed our big man, get the ball inside, and go to work.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools. In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal: peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Hey folks, I'm Jimmy Don Holmes from Waco, Texas. This is my oldest son, Jake. I met the Christian family recently in Waco, and they just seem like really good people, and that's the kind of people you want to buy a car or truck from. Sometimes when you're buying a vehicle, you feel a little bit of anxiety. You won't feel that here. This place it's got a good feel, and the folks are good, and I like that. In our shop, I'm big on quality and customer service. You're going to get the quality when you buy a Chevrolet vehicle, and you're going to get the customer service when you deal with the Christian family here at Christian Motors.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax-Shelley School. The website for the Climax-Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax-Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Here on the pregame coach's comments, along with me now is head coach of the Climax-Fisher Knights, Brenda Slight. And Coach, yesterday, a tough one. Looking to bring a lot of energy out there tonight. What's going to be the key for doing that?
I'm hoping that they can start the way they started yesterday and just continue with that and not fall apart. And, you know, I'm hoping that they're ready to run an offense. I'm hoping they're ready to crash the boards hard. You know, those are things we talked about in the locker room afterwards. And, you know, that's some of the things the boys came to me today saying, you know, Coach, I watched game film. We need to crash harder. We need to run our offense. We just need to find a better look.
And what does that say to you as a coach when you get these kinds of tips from your own players? Is it saying, oh, we watched the game film, this is what we need to do? How does that make you feel, you know, coming into the final or the last game of the regular season, getting ready for postseason?
Accountability. You know, the boys, when they do stuff like that, it tells me that they're leaders. They want to play. They want to do well. And, you know, I'm hoping that rubs off on some of the others, and they give them those same pointers that they told me about. So I'm hoping all around that the boys are just focused and ready to go.
And a potential preview for tournament matchup against Kittson County Central here. What are you hoping that the boys can transfer over to that matchup in the tournament from tonight?
I'm just hoping that they study. You know, they learn, they observe, they got to figure out what's working, what's not working, and then they got to observe their opponents. You know exactly what their strengths and their weaknesses are, who's the strong player, who do they need to shut down, and just be observant.
And tonight, last game of the season, as mentioned, what has really impressed you from this squad throughout the regular season as you get ready for tournaments?
You know, I feel like they work hard. You know, overall they work hard. You know, sometimes obviously things are not going our way when shots don't fall or we rush a little bit, but you know, they all have their own personality. They're fun to coach. You know, there's certain ones that just stand out from others, but you know, they just all around, you know, it does feel like a overall family. I just wish that they could figure those little pieces that family's missing.
Coach, any more keys, final thoughts before tonight's matchup?
I'm always going to say defense. You know, if the boys are ready to play defense and be aggressive, then things are going to, you know, look up, but they've got to want it.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Community Co-op Energy Solutions. Our team will help you with pre-buys and contracting. Our services also extend with on-farm service calls, tanks, pumps, bulk oil, DEF and tank monitoring, fuel, propane, and natural gas. Call us at 1-888-935-2281 so we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-op.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman-Monoman Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
Back here at Fisher High School, moments away from opening tip-off here as the Climax-Fisher Knights getting set to take on the Kittson County Central Bearcats. Last game of the regular season for both of these teams now as we inch ever closer to tournament time. And speaking of tournaments, going on at the moment, the play-in game for the girls basketball team for Climax-Fisher taking on Lake of the Woods. We'll get scores and updates for that as soon as we can get them here on your live event. We'll keep you updated. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. And we've heard from both coaches. Let's take a look at both of these teams and see how they match up coming into tonight. Similar records for both squads. Kittson County Central with 4-17 overall, 2-14 in their section. Climax-Fisher at 3-20 overall, 2-16 within their section. Both teams suffering a loss last time out. Kittson County Central losing to Sacred Heart, a very strong team at that 50-24. Good job defensively by the Bearcats to hold them a bit on the defensive side of the ball. Offense struggled to shoot. That's going to need to change here, and that is the big thing for head coach Trent Jerome. You get that defense going early, it'll build up your offense. So he's going to look for his squad to get going on the defensive side of the ball. But if you're Climax-Fisher and head coach Brenda Slight, you're expecting your team to come out, work together, and bring a lot of energy. In the first half yesterday against Northern Freeze, Climax-Fisher Knights had a lot of energy, came out into the game with a 6-0 run. And then the first half would see 3 different lead changes. But going into the second half, the offense kind of stalled out for the Knights. And defensively, there was no answer for the hot-handed Northern Freeze. So Knights going to look to avoid that here tonight. It'll be an interesting one, to say the least. And again, kind of a preemptive matchup, a preview of what is possibly to come here. Both teams, as Coach Jerome mentioned, sitting at that 8 and 9 seed in the section for the tournament. So the possibility that Climax-Fisher will be making the trip down to Kittson County Central for that play-in game. And both teams going to be studying and watching each other tonight and trying to figure out the play style so that way they can be better prepared come Friday against each other should they play one another. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups, then opening tip-off here on yourliveevent.com. The Climax-Fisher Knights playing host to the Kittson County Central Bearcats.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. This is Jim Berkemar, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Genuine starts here. There's one easy way to keep your AGCO equipment productive all year with genuine preventative maintenance from AGCO Parts. When you check, change, and replace using AGCO Parts preventative maintenance products, you get the promise of maximum performance and increased uptime. Visit Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, to see our full selection of preventative maintenance parts products, or give us a call at 784-2961 to place an order today.
Back here at Fisher High School as National Anthem wrapping up, we will go ahead and move on to our starting lineups, starting with the Kittson County Central Bearcats. To kick things off, number 5, Braden Fakin, the junior, getting the start. Number 11, Brandon Reested, the junior, will get the nod. Number 21, Chisholm Schmiedeberg, the junior, will get the start. Number 22, Evan Osted, the senior, getting the nod. And number 32, Caden Vig, the junior, will round things out for Kittson County Central. The Bearcats are coached by head coach Trent Jerome and assisted by assistant coach Tom Vig. Moving on to the Climax-Fisher Knights. To get things going, number 21, Carter Helgeson, the senior, getting the start. Number 22, Aiden Rognes, the senior, will get the nod. Number 23, Ryan Morris, the sophomore, gets the start here. Number 25, Ethan Evitz, will round out the starting lineups for the Climax-Fisher Knights, the sophomore, as the Climax-Fisher Knights are coached by head coach Brenda Slight and assisted by assistant coach Ross Carinta and Ethan Prosnick. Both teams coming in with similar records, looking to close out their regular season on a high note and have some momentum going with them into tournament time, as potentially this is going to be a matchup that we will see again in the play-in games for the Section 8A tournament, as both teams coming into tonight off of a tough game last time out, wanting to turn that around. Climax-Fisher Knights looking to repeat how they started in the first half of yesterday's game against Northern Freeze. We'll see if they can bring the energy tonight. Caden Vig and Paul Demas meet at half court, and the Bearcats are going to win this one. Braden Fakin will get the ball off the tip-off. Vig passes down to Evan Osted, who will find Chisholm Schmiedeberg. Osted back off to Schmiedeberg on the far side. Dumps it down to Brandon Reested. Now going inside to Vig, and he gets blocked by Paul Demas. And that'll go out of bounds. Last touch there by the Bearcats. So turnover to the Knights. Good start on the defensive side of the ball. Full court press by the Bearcats. So Ethan Evans met with a double team, so he'll find Ryan Morris. Pass out to Aiden Rognes. Almost, well, knocked out of bounds. He did get a hand on it, but it was after the whistle was blown. Last touch by Chisholm Schmiedeberg for the Bearcats. Ryan Morris with it now for the Knights. As mentioned, the Knights trying to repeat their first half magic they had yesterday against Northern Freeze. Played a very strong first half, had Northern Freeze on the ropes as Ryan Morris will take things in, and he will get things going with a quick 2 points. And Schmiedeberg now with it for the Bearcats, crossing half court, slowing things down as he passes off to Faken. Faken now takes a step inside, passing outside to Osted. Schmiedeberg having a lane, tries to go out to Reested, and he will. Faken now with it, going inside to Schmiedeberg on the outside. And the Bearcats trying to set something up as Reested, or Faken, fires for 2 but can't go. And now pulling up is Reested, or Osted, excuse me, and Osted's 3 no good. Schmiedeberg will get the rebound. He can't get the putback. So now the Knights in transition, and Carter Helgeson gets called on the double dribble there. Chisholm Schmiedeberg with it, crossing half court. Goes inside to Faken, and Schmiedeberg off the inside pass. He will score. And ball almost stolen away. Aiden Rognes can get it, and that'll be a foul on the Bearcats. Call that one on Braden Faken. And as mentioned, this could be a preview to the tournament time as Evans shot for a 3, no good. As both teams sitting at that 8 and 9 spot in the section, so all very likely that they will see each other down in the first round or in the first game of the tournaments. As Faken has it now for Kittson County, Aiden Rognes will get called on the foul there. So 15:28 left to go here in the first half on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Quick dump out to Osted. Now with it is Risted. Schmiedeberg loses that one, stolen away by Aiden Rognes, now heading the other direction. Ethan Evitz with it. Loses it, passes out to Paul Demas, who pulls up for 2, and he will score. Demas was hot yesterday coming out of the game, or coming into the start of the game, put up the first 6 points for the Knights. Look for him to be big yet again as the quick inside pass to Vig is good. Nobody around him. Paul Demas gets the pass, has to quickly move this in transition. Carter Helgeson will finally cross half court. And the pass down to Aiden Rognes as he slows things down. Ethan Evitz fakes the 3, looks out to Demas yet again from the free throw line. In over the rim, no good. Nice looking shot there for the Knights. Schmiedeberg passing out to Caden Vig. And now with it is Osted. And Schmiedeberg going inside the lane, dumping out to dumping out to Risted as he will miss that one. Ryan Morris going inside the lane now, makes a move, and beautiful while in the air. Can get that one to go. Ryan Morris made his own lane there, just doing a good job offensively. Ethan Evitz got a hand on that, all clean. And head coach Trent Jerome will take a timeout here. We'll take a timeout as well. Here with 13:51 remaining in the first half, the Climax-Fisher Knights lead the Kittson County Central Bearcats 6-4.
As a small business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the the IT hat. And well, the you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Back here out of the timeout, Luis Gonzalez is checked in for the Climax-Fisher Knights, as well as Franklin Finney for the Kittson County Central Bearcats. We have a foul on the Knights here. Give that one yet again to Aiden Rognus. Second personal, second team foul for the Knights. Fakes the pass out to Vig, and Finney shoots a three, no good, but Schmiederberg there on the rebound. Now Faken looks out to Finney. Schmiederberg on the corner on the far side. Finney looks down to Faken. Now back off to the far side. Schmiederberg going inside the lane, dumps out to Risted, and Risted shot no good, blocked by Ryan Morris. As Finney has an open look for three, and he will get that. So Ryan Morris crossing half court, trying to find Paul Demas, and Luis Gonzalez will roll on top of that one, keeping it alive. Paul Demas now with it, goes out to Morris. Morris going inside the lane, using the backboard, and he will score. Ryan Morris putting on a show, finding those lanes on the inside. 8-7, the Knights lead here in the first half with 12:37 left to go. Risted with the long pass out to Schmiederberg on the far side. He dumps out, back out to Risted. And Schmiederberg going out to Risted on the near side, who pulls up for three. In and out, no good. He'll get his own rebound, and then he's blocked by Luis Gonzalez. Great play there coming off the bench by Gonzalez, as we see Jason Beiswinger check into the game for the Knights for the first time tonight. Schmiederberg draws a lot of contact. Luis Gonzalez almost getting the second block, but too much on the hand there. So that will send Schmiederberg to the free throw line. As Schmiederberg will miss his first free throw attempt. Now Aaron Eglin checks into the game. He subs in for Luis Gonzalez. And Schmiederberg will miss both of them, but there on the rebound was Caden Vig, and he will score. So now Ryan Morris with it for the Knights, hands off to Ethan Evans. The Knights just handing it off to one another as Carter Helgeson holding on to it now. Goes back off to Ryan Morris, who will find Jason Beiswinger on the far side. Ethan Evans goes up, no good. And rebounded there by Finney. As Finney hands off to Schmiederberg, crossing the half court. Franklin Finney now trying to go inside to Vig, and Vig getting that pass, and he will score. Morris with it now, going inside to Beiswinger. Now Eglin with it. As he goes inside to Beiswinger, he'll miss that. Ryan Morris now going inside the lane, trying to float that one up, will not go. Now crossing half court transition, 11:05 left to go here in the first half. Strong performances from both squads defensively, and Beiswinger, or actually correction, that's a travel. Get Caden Vig on that one. The Knights thinking that was called a foul. They were lining up for free throws. Call that a travel as Jason Beiswanger was subbed out for Paul Demas, who's come back into the game. Poked out of bounds by Finney so Knights keep possession. Morris will get the inbound pass off of the pick from Demas, and Demas pulls up from mid-range, no good. And there on the rebound was Vig, Caden Vig for the Bearcats. Now cross half court. Caden Vig now inside. Ryan Morris causes a jump ball, and the Knights get that one back. Smart play there by Morris. Good awareness on who had possession. Jacob Rice checks into the game for the Bearcats. The Knights passing out to Ethan Evans. We're going to call a hold on Paul Demas. So foul turns that one over. Chisholm Schmiedeberg crossing half court now, passing off to Franklin Finney. And now inside to Caden Vig, and Vig will score this time. Caden Vig, the big man in the backcourt, that is what head coach Trent Jerome really was hoping his team can do, is find the big man in the back and set them up for points. As Ryan Morris Euro steps his way in, and he will score. Defensively, both teams doing a good job coming up with big stops. The Bearcats, though, on the other hand, has the ball stolen away from by Ethan Evans. And Evans will score and draw the foul. He goes to the free throw line. And they're going to call that a technical. Or the ref on the back end of the court called it a technical. They're trying to decide how this one will get called. Players going back, so I believe they will call it a technical. Give that one. I'm going to give that one to Ryan. Give one to Ryan Moore, or I think I'm confused on how they're calling this. Said 23, but I don't. As Evans will miss the free throw attempt. I'm not 100%. There's two fouls. One of them was on Ethan Evans. I'm assuming the other one was going to be on Franklin Finney. And Schmiedeberg will make his first one as he shoots the technical free throws for Kittson County. And he'll miss the second one. Interesting turn of events here. I'm not too sure what the foul really was. You know, they give it one to Ethan Evans. They signal a technical, and in all honesty, I am bewildered at this one. As now with his Jacob Rice as he dumps inside to Caden Vig, and Vig draws the foul. He goes to the free throw line. Credit that one to Demas, as that's his second personal, 6th team foul for the Knights. 9:23 left to go in this first half. Bearcats with a 14-12 lead here, as Caden Vig will make his first free throw attempt. And free throws brought to you by the team at Agramax. Contact them in Fisher to see how they can help you reach peak profitability by calling 218-891-2211. And Vig will make both free throw attempts. Ryan Morris now with it. Gets the pick off of Carter Helgeson. And they're going to call a push on the Bearcats. Give that one to Chisholm Schmiedeberg. That's his first personal of the game. And he'll get subbed out, get a much-needed break. Brandon Risted checks back in for the Bearcats as Carter Helgeson gets the inbound pass. Going inside, dumping out to Aaron Eglund, who looks right back to Helgeson. Morris off the pass on the near side from the corner. Gets the pick from Jason Beiswanger and Luis Gonzalez. Now going inside. No contact. Morris trying to put that one back. And Luis Gonzalez can get the rebound. And Morris fighting for it. No good. Or, excuse me, goes out of bounds. As that'll be a turnover. Knights doing a good job on the offensive side of the ball, disrupting a lot of plays as Luis Gonzalez interrupts that shot. Morris, as the ball takes a bad bounce off of Ryan Morris's foot, it'll roll out of bounds and turn over to the Bearcats. Braden Fakin goes up, misses it, but Caden Vig there on the rebound, and Luis Gonzalez drawing a lot of contact, or putting a lot of contact on Caden Vig to force the miss, and that will send Vig to the free throw line. Second personal foul for Luis Gonzalez as the Bearcats are now in the bonus with 8:21 left to go here in this first half. Vig will miss his first free throw attempt. As we will see Casey LaPlante check into the game for the Knights. And Caden Vig will make his second free throw attempt. Ryan Morris getting the play call from head coach Brenda Slight. Carter Helgeson looking to the corner for LaPlante. Helgeson has a lane, just goes all the way to the far side now as he hands that one off to Ryan Morris. Jason Beiswanger pulls up from mid-range, using the backboard, he will score. Give Ryan Morris the assist on that one. As now Braden Fakin with it, pressured by Morris. The Knights putting on a man press, or a press defense, and give the foul to, or call the foul on the Bearcats. Or actually just call that one a turnover by the Bearcats, no foul. Ryan Morris now with it for the Knights as they're only down by 3. Morris pressured by Chisholm Schmiedeberg, who's come back into the game, and Morris not bothered by any of the pressure, has a lane to the basket, and he will score. He has great speed, and just his size allows him to be very mobile in the air. He's done a good job of that all season. Now with it is Braden Risted, and Risted will score, drawing the foul. Give that one to Casey LaPlante. As Risted will make the three-point play happen. Bearcats with leading 20-16, 7 minutes left here in the first half. Carter Helgeson looking off to the corner for Aaron Eglund now. As Eglund goes inside, turns that one around to Jason Beiswanger, who just looks back off to Eglund. Now Carter Helgeson gets the pass, fakes the pull-up. Now we'll pull up for a long two. Can't get it. Rebounded by Caden Vig. Vig, definitely the taller player for the Kittson County Central Bearcats, stands at 6'6". The tallest player on the team is now Fakin, trying to go inside to Vig, and he will get it despite the pressure or the tip by the Knights, and he will put that up for 2. Ryan Morris now goes inside, pulls up, fades away, and he will sink that. Ryan Morris shooting very well tonight. Schmiedeberg with it now. Going back off to Caden Vig as Jason Beiswanger will get called on the foul there. Ninth team foul. Paul Demas, Aiden Rognes, and Ethan Evans check back into the game. As the Knights trying to fight their way back here, only down by 4. Risted will miss it, rebounded by Demas, now heading the other direction. And Helgeson for 3, nails it! Helgeson finally can get that shot to fall as Chisholm Schmiedeberg goes up trying to pass it out to Franklin Finney on the far side while in the air. And we will have a timeout on the floor by head coach Trenton Jerome. We'll take a timeout here as well with 5:33 remaining. The Kittson County Central Bearcats lead 22-21.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax-Shelley School. The website for the Climax-Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax-Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Back here at Fisher High School, coming out of the timeout. A very competitive first half. Both teams bringing a lot of energy. So far, the Bearcats have had the remedy on offense going inside as Ryan Morris gets a beautiful lane set up by Ethan Evans, but just too much on that as it will be missed. Caden Vig there on the rebound. So Chisholm Schmiedeberg with it. Looks off to Franklin Finney as Finney's pass to Caden Vig goes out of bounds. Get a substitution here as Braden Fakin comes back out onto the floor for the Bearcats. Ryan Morris with it, crossing half court. Gets the pick from Evans yet again. Another beautiful setup and just too much. In and out of the rim yet again. Fakin with it, passing off to Schmiedeberg. And back down to Fakin, trying to go inside to Vig, and Vig with the pressure from Paul Demas, and Demas putting it on yet again as Risted gets the rebound, or both rebounds as he'll miss initially. And now Schmiedeberg will go up and won't get that, and rebounded by Ethan Evans now. The Kittson County Bearcats controlling the boards here as Evans well short of the rim. Bearcats controlling the boards here tonight as they are just really doing a good job. Most of their rebounds have come from the offensive side, giving themselves second chance points as Fakin has it now. It's passed all the way along to Brandon Risted. Risted goes out to Caden Vig as Caden Vig finds Schmiedeberg in the middle. As Caden Vig will pass off to Ty Vig, and now inside Caden Vig, nobody even around him. He will score. 3:40 left to go here in the first half. Ryan Morris cutting to the left, goes inside, dumps all the way out to Carter Helgeson. And Helgeson fakes the three and just decides to pass out to Morris. As Morris looks out to Aiden Rogness on the far side as he finds Ethan Evitz, and Evitz fights his way in. Using the backboard, he will score. Largest lead of the game for the Kittson County Central Bearcats was 6 at that point in time. But the Knights have been able to keep themselves within 1 throughout this first half. Fakin, crossing all the way to the far side, finds Ty Vig. And now wristed back out to Ty Vig for 3, and he will make it look easy. So Ethan Evitz with it now, gets the pick from Paul Demas. Pulls up from mid-range, in and out of the rim, no good. Paul Demas gets to the rebound as he will draw a foul and go to the free throw line. Call that one on Braden excuse me, not Braden Fakin. Give that one to Caden Vig. And now Caden Vig will get a much well-deserved break. As Paul Demas will make both of his free throw attempts. Free throws brought to you by Agramax. 25-27, the Bearcats leading as Chisholm Schmiedeberg gets his passes stolen there by Ethan Evitz. And Ryan Morris has the lane, fights through it, and he will tie things up. 2:06 left to go here in the first half. What a compelling game we have been seeing so far. Fakin will find wristed all the way up to Schmiedeberg on the far side corner. Fakin with it now, going off to Ty Vig. Schmiedeberg goes back out to Ty Vig, and Vig will score. Ryan Morris now crosses half court with 1:35 left. Knights don't want to push anything too much, give themselves a chance as Paul Demas can't get that one to fall, but Aiden Rogness will get that one. (29-29), all knotted up here on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Quick pass off to Ty Vig, and stolen away by Ethan Evitz. Call that one on Ty Vig for the Bearcats. 5th team foul for them. Coming back out onto the floor is Evan Osted. Ryan Morris holding on to this one now. Passes off to Paul Demas, who shoots from the free throw line. I would say got a hand on it was Jacob Bryce, who disrupted that shot. So no good with less than a minute to go. Fakin back out to Osted for 3, and he'll drain it with Evitz in his face. Aiden Rogness now finds Paul Demas, and Demas can't score. And in and out of the rim, no good. A little bit of a scoreboard malfunction there. Had 35 up for a hot second. Bearcats lead 32-29 with less than 20 seconds remaining. Ryan Morris trying to quickly get the steal here. Paul Demas will get that one as he falls. And now quickly in transition, Osted for the Bearcats slows things down. Dumps out to Fakin. Fakin back off to Osted for 3. In and out of the rim, no good. So at the end of the first half, the Kittson County Central Bearcats leading 32-29. What a competitive half we just saw there from both teams. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on yourliveevent.com.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax-Shelley School District.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Back here at Fisher High School during the halftime, the Kittson County Central Bearcats leading 32-29, and I gotta say, a very competitive first half for both squads here. Definitely something we were expecting to see tonight. Both teams with similar records, and they've had a similar stretch of run of games down or through this season. And as mentioned, this is a potential preview for the Section 8A boys tournament coming up after tonight, as both teams sit at either at the respective 8 or 9 seeds for their section. So very possible that this plays out where they will see each other again to start the postseason. But we'll see how things shape up here. Throughout that first half, the Knights started out, the Knights would put up the first 2 points. They would go up 2-0. The Bearcats would keep pace with them as they would eventually take over, and then they would lead by as much as 6, the Bearcats, but the Knights would fight their way back throughout, sticking with the Bearcats. Only going ever down by 1 towards the end of the first half there. It wasn't until the very end that the Bearcats were really starting to find a groove on the offensive side and go up by 3. Really looking inside to Caden Vig. As mentioned, he is the tallest player by far for the Kittson County Central Bearcats, as he stands at 6'6". So, and head coach Trent Jerome really wanting to preface, go inside to the big man, get him going off of the backboards, and they've been doing just that. And they've been controlling the rebound game too, as they've given themselves a lot of second chance opportunities throughout that first half. The Knights just have not had the answer to that. But when you have almost not I wouldn't say a distinct size disadvantage it does play a factor when you can't get the boards as well. But the Knights have brought a lot of energy. You can see it. They're really doing a good job of keeping things going here. They may be down, but this is not a situation where they need to start panicking. They can take their time in the second half, really kind of let plays develop and see where things go from there. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll look at some first half stats for both teams and talk about some keys coming out of the break here on yourliveevent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools. In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at Agrimax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, Agrimax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Agrimax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Hey folks, I'm Jimmy Don Holmes from Waco, Texas. This is my oldest son, Jake. I met the Christian family recently in Waco, and they just seem like really good people, and that's the kind of people you want to buy a car or truck from. Sometimes when you're buying a vehicle, you feel a little bit of anxiety. You won't feel that here. This place it's got a good feel, and the folks are good, and I like that. In our shop, I'm big on quality and customer service. You're going to get the quality when you buy a Chevrolet vehicle, and you're going to get the customer service when you deal with the Christian family here at Christian Motors.
Back here at Fisher High School, we are moments away from the start of the second half, looking at some stats for both teams here, starting with the Climax-Fisher Knights. Carter Helgeson with 3 points, Aiden Rogness with 2 points, a rebound, and a steal. Ryan Morris leading the team with 14 points, 1 assist, and a block. Paul Demas with 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Ethan Evitz with 2 points, with 5 points, 1 rebound, and 3 steals. Luis Gonzalez with a rebound and a block. Jason Beiswinger with 2 points so far in that first half. Looking at the Kittson County Central Bearcats, Brandon Risted with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Chisholm Schmiedeberg with 4 points, 2 rebounds. Evan Osted with 3 points. Caden Vig with 14 points, 4 rebounds. So he also leads his team with 14. Franklin Finney with 3 points. And Ty Vig with 5 points as well. Keys for the second half. Kittson County Central need to get their offense going really strong in the second half coming out. Defensively, need to make some stops. Climax-Fisher offense can't go on any droughts here, as we have seen. They cannot afford to struggle shooting the ball here tonight. They need to really find a way to get that ball in the basket and make some stops on the defensive end. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we will get to the start of the second half here on yourliveevent.com. The Kittson County Central Bearcats lead the Climax-Fisher Knights 32-29.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax-Shelley School. The website for the Climax-Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax-Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Back here at Fisher High School, we get set for the start of the second half. Kittson County Central will start things off here. starters back out on the floor for both teams. Chisholm Schmiedeberg, Braden Faken, Brandon Risted, Evan Osted, and Caden Vig. And for the Knights, Ethan Evitz, Ryan Morris, Paul Demas, Aiden Rognes, as Faken pulls up for 2 as he will score to get things going here. And and Carter Helgeson back out on the floor for the Knights. Aiden Rognes hands this one off to Ryan Morris, who pulls up for a long 2 and can't get it, but Demas off the rebound. His shot no good. So immediately the Knights can't capitalize on the looks there. Schmiedeberg with it, passes out to Faken. And Faken holding on with it, going off to Evan Osted. As he finds Brandon Risted. Now Schmiedeberg looking back out to Faken and Risted on the far side corner. Osted met with pressure from Rognes, goes off the hands of Helgeson, or it looked like Helgeson, but they'll actually say it went off the hands of Chisholm Schmiedeberg, so turnover back to the Knights. So good defensive play there for Climax-Fisher. So now with it, the Knights. Ryan Morris looks down to Ethan Evitz in the corner, and Evitz makes a move, trying to go off to Demas, but stolen away by Risted, and Ryan Morris with the block. Great defensive effort by Morris. Schmiedeberg will do the inbound pass here for the Bearcats. Looks out to Risted, who thought about 3, but he'll just go inside to Caden Vig. Schmiedeberg with it now. Gets the pick from Vig, and Schmiedeberg pulls up for 2. Will get it. Ryan Morris now crossing half court for the Knights, trying to get something going here on offense. High pass to Paul Demas, but he will get it and draws a lot of contact. He'll go to the line for 2. Give that one to Chisholm Schmiedeberg, his second personal of the game. First team foul here in the second half. Paul Demas will make his first free throw attempt. Free throws brought to you by the team at Agramax. Give them a call at their new location in Fertile at 218-945-3536 as Demas makes both of his free throw attempts. And a long pass going across court, trying to find Evan Osted. They'll go out of bounds, so turnover back to the Knights. Ryan Morris now. Passes off to Carter Helgeson. Helgeson showing off some good ball handling skills there. Finds Aiden Rognes. Now Evitz for 3. In and out of the rim. No good. Evitz cold from beyond the arc, and as the Knights have not taken too many of those tonight. Osted now passes off to Braden Faken. Faken looks off to Schmiedeberg. Now going off to Osted. Osted goes inside, pressured by Rognes, calls the foul, get the foul on him. So third personal for Aiden Rognes, first team foul for the Climax-Fisher Knights, as Evan Osted will shoot 2. As he'll make the first free throw. Agramax free throws, brought to you by the team over at Agramax. And he will make his second free throw attempt. So 7-point lead here, the largest lead of the night for the Kittson County Central Bearcats. Ryan Morris quickly looking inside to Paul Demas, who starts backing down, is blocked by Caden Vig. And that size advantage coming into play here yet again. Paul Demas not that much shorter than him, but still still helps. Off the inbound pass to Vig, goes off the rim, and Ryan Morris is there to pick that one up. Looks out to Carter Helgeson. Helgeson from the free throw line, as he will score. 14:32 left to go in the second half. Bearcats lead the Knights 38-33. Schmiedeberg looks inside to Risted, and he looks inside to Vig, and he will score. Ryan Morris trying to calm down his team. The Knights trying to settle in, get some offensive plays going. Morris now steps inside, backs down, goes into the lane and in and out of the rim. So close, but no good. Ryan Morris almost getting that steal, but Chisholm Schmiedeberg there to keep control of that one. Evan Austin finds Braden Faken, on the far side. Look off to Risted as Aiden Rognes can't get the steal. Who does it go off of? And they will say off of Brandon Risted. Luis Gonzalez checking in for Paul Demas. So Aiden Rognes doing a good job, almost coming up with the steal, but still forces that turnover. So the Knights are still alive here. They are down, but they are not out by any means as Ryan Morris gets the pass. Aiden Rognes on the far side just looks back to Morris near the half-court line. Gets the pick from Gonzalez as Morris tries to float that one. No good. Schmiedeberg takes a couple steps inside the lane. Gets a pick from Vig, or Caden Vig, that is. Quick pass off. Stolen away by Aiden Rognes. Now heading the other direction. Ethan Evitz gets blocked there by Ty Vig. Call that one on Caden Vig, his second. So the Knights get this one right back. Couple opportunities here for the Knights, and they just some missed opportunities here. So quick pass off to Carter Helgeson for the inbound. He'll lose that one. Ty Vig there on the steal. Long pass out to Austin, and Austin goes over, and he'll step out of bounds, kind of asking the ref if he would confirming with the ref that was the call, and yeah, the ref will say turnover, so gives it right back to the Climax-Fisher Knights. Quick pass off to Luis Gonzalez, and Gonzalez can't get that one. Takes a couple bounces over the rim, and it'll go out. Call that one on Jacob Rice, his first personal of the game, as Luis Gonzalez will go to the line. He'll miss his first free throw attempt. 12:21 left to go on the community co-op scoreboard. Bearcats leading the Knights 40-33. As Gonzalez can't make either of his free throw attempts. 12:18 left to go. Schmiedeberg crossing half court for the Bearcats. Finds Franklin Finney. Faken goes inside to Finney. Finney goes to pull up. The refs had two differing calls. The ref believe they were going to give that one to Finney off of a push. The ref under the basket said that was on Aiden Rognes. The ref here by the keeper's table here said it was a push. Carter Helgeson looks out to Ryan Morris. Thought about a three, no, didn't take it, and he'll just roll his way in as that one will roll in. 40-35, the Bearcats leading. Schmiedeberg now gets the pick off of Jacob Rice. Trying to go back out. It's poked away there, but Braden Fakin can run it down. Pass out to Ty Vig, who will find Schmiedeberg, who goes inside. Triple team on Schmiedeberg. And timeout by Trent Jerome for the Kittson County Central Bearcats. We'll take a timeout here as well on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Bearcats leading the Knights 40-35.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
Back here at Fisher High School. Final game of the season for both of these teams. Both teams looking to close out with a win. And a potential preview game for the tournament time, as most likely these two teams will be facing off with each other once again come the play-in games. Fakin just dancing around, finally passes off to Finney, who pulls up for three. Takes a couple, ball takes a bounce off the rim. Ethan Evans can't save it, as he'll stay in favor of the Bearcats. But both teams sitting at the 8 and 9 seeds for the Section 8A tournament here. Ethan Evans got a hand on that one. So most likely these two teams will see each other. It's all going to be a matter of will the Bearcats be hosting or will the Knights be hosting? As Fakin will take a couple steps around, and he will finally pull up from mid-range for two, and he gets it. Evans now to the far side for Helgeson. He fakes a three. Long pass out to Morris, who goes inside. Now to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez trying to float that one in. No good. Knights taking a couple more passes than they probably are necessary. Finney pulls up for three. In and out of the rim, no good. And call that one on Ty Vig draws the foul, and he will score. Give that one to Evans, his second personal of the game. Second team foul here in the second half. Twos all around. 10-10 left to go here in the second half. As Vig can't make the free throw. Goes out of bounds, last touch by the Knights, so Bearcats keep it. Caden Vig now checking back into the game. The 6'6" junior back onto the floor. He has been something to watch tonight, as Ryan Morris puts a hand on that one. Goes out of bounds. Quick pass off to Fakin. Ryan Morris trying to get a hand in. There's Fakin, pulls up from mid-range, gets it, and now an 11-point lead. That is the largest lead for the Bearcats in this game. Largest lead for either team. Ryan Morris with it now. Passes out to Aiden Rognes, gets the pick from Morris, poked away. And now we have players tripping all over each other. Aiden Rognes and Brandon Risted trip over each other. Then Carter Helgeson trips over them. And the ball, regardless, rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Bearcats. So now the Knights get this one right back. Gotta say, good turnout here tonight for both of these squads. As Aaron Eglin, who's checked back into the game, trying to pass off to Ryan Morris. Morris hugging that line is poked out of bounds by the Bearcats, so this resets for the Knights. Great turnout for both squads. The Kittson County Central faithful here in good attendance here, along with the Climax-Fisher Knights here. Stolen away there by Franklin Finney as that one goes off the front of the rim, and Ryan Morris will get called on the shooting foul. It was rebounded by Risted, who went up for the second attempt after Franklin Finney would not connect off of the steal. As that one will go in, Risted will score, put up the first free throw attempt, the Agramax free throw. Call to see how they can help you reach peak profitability. Call them in Fisher by calling 218-891-2211 or their new location in Fertile at 218-945-3536. As Risted will make both of his free throw attempts. The bench in front of me here getting very riled up on the defensive side. Pass back out to Evans for the Knights. Now Jason Beiswanger blocked by Caden Vig. What a block there. The defense for the Bearcats has been astonishing. Luis Gonzalez can get the rebound. Foul on Schmiedeberg for the Bearcats. And Paul Demas subbing in here. He'll sub in for Luis Gonzalez. 13-point lead. Bearcats leading 48-35. Potential rematch between these two teams come tournament time in the postseason. Ryan Morris with it for the Knights. You can bet that both these teams are seeing how the other one operates. Offensively, the Knights still just trying to get it together. Ethan Evans overshoots that one, gets his own rebound. And they will call that one. That was the fourth personal for Chisholm Schmiedeberg. So it stays in favor. Evans gets his own rebound off of the missed shot. Tonight the Knights have not shot the ball as well as they would have liked. They've had some good looks, but it comes down to one of those times. Last night, taking shots that they probably should have made the one extra pass. Tonight, making the extra pass when they probably should have taken the shot. As Paul Demas goes in and it goes over the net. No good. Braden Fakin now with it. Dumps down to Franklin Finney. Finney on the near side, met by Jason Beiswanger, who's trying to get this one out. Long pass off to Evan Osted. Now Fakin going inside the lane, dumps out to Caden Vig. Vig backs down for a couple steps, but then looks out to Osted. The Knights putting on some good pressure here. Press defense now, as their zone has not been really up to par. A lot of contact. The bench in front. The Bearcats wanting a foul, ain't gonna get it. So rebounded by Aaron Eglund now. Eglund goes up, takes a couple bounces. Last touch there by Finney. That one almost looked like it was gonna go in. Carter Helgeson comes back out onto the floor for Jason Beiswanger. Eglund finds Helgeson, who will set up for Evans, and Evans thought about the three, didn't take it. Now Morris trying to go inside to Demas, poked away, and it will get stolen by Caden Vig. Caden Vig and Braden Fakin. Fakin passes out to Osted. Now for three, Finney. No good. So now heading cross court, Ryan Morris. And stolen away here by Brandon Risted. Fakin using the backboard. Makes Paul Demas jump early, and he can use the backboard to his advantage. And now Carter Helgeson for three. No good. The Knights now trying to fight their way back. Caden Vig now in and out of the rim, no good. And we have a timeout here by Coach Brenda Slight. We'll take a timeout here as well. Here on the Community Co-op scoreboard, Bearcats leading the Knights 50-35.
Community Co-op Energy Solutions. Our team will help you with pre-buys and contracting. Our services also extend with on-farm service calls, tanks, pumps, bulk oil, DEF and tank monitoring, fuel, propane, and natural gas. Call us at 1-888-935-2281 so we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-op.
Coming out of the timeout here, 6:05 remaining in the second half. The Kittson County Central Bearcats leading the Climax-Fisher Knights 50-35. And second half, almost a much better turnaround for the Bearcats. The Knights kind of continuing from last night, struggling. As I say that, Ethan Evitz drains a three. The Knights so far before that three-pointer by Evitz were struggling to put some points up on the board offensively. Had a bit of a drought going, but they've done just that. Paul Demas getting a hand on it, disrupting the pass. As Ryan Morris swats that one out of the air. Caden Vig, as they'll get that one on Paul Demas off of the hand check. That's his third of the game, fourth team foul for the Knights, 6 team fouls for the Bearcats. Almost a turnaround from what we saw in the first half. Caden Vig now finds Franklin Finney. Braden Fakin now with it, sends Finney in motion, hands it off to him. Finney was hoping for Brandon Risted to be open, but they'll look out to Fakin, and Fakin will miss, rebounded by Carter Helgeson. Ryan Morris now with it, goes inside, trying to hook that one in, no good. Head coach Trent Jerome now calling for his team to try to slow things down. Ryan Morris pokes that one out of bounds, stays in favor of the Bearcats. Aiden Rogness back in on the floor here. Starters back out for the Knights. Quick inbound pass to Fakin. Fakin trying to slow things down. Looks off to Risted. Now Caden Vig inside. And Ryan Morris will get the personal on that one. His second of the game. Morris trying to force the jump ball situation, won't do it. Aaron Eglin, who checked back out, is immediately checked back in for Morris to give him a break. Quick inside pass to Caden Vig, who finds Finney. Now Fakin for two, will score. 4:22 left to go here in the second half, excuse me. Helgeson now passes off to Aiden Rogness. Helgeson fakes the three, goes inside, then they'll find Evitz for three, and Evitz makes it. Evitz was cold from beyond the arc to first couple attempts here and finding a stride. Caden Vig looks off to Risted. Finney now going back out to Osted. Paul Demas putting the pressure on. Long pass out to Risted for three. Off of the rim, no good. And they'll call a hold here. Give that one to Aiden Rogness. That's his fourth personal of the game. As that sends, or no, it will not. It was a floor foul. So no free throw attempts. I think both teams thought they were going to the free throw line, which is not the case. Carter Helgeson having to come across half court for that one. And they'll call a travel here on Franklin Finney. And the Knights surrounded Finney, giving him a hug here. As coming onto the floor, Dylan Carinta along with Luis Gonzalez check in. Pass out for Corinta. Now Helgeson gets this one, fakes the three, finds Gonzalez on the inside. Trying to go for Corinta, hugs that line, going out to Eglin, and Eglin can't save it. It'll go out of bounds, turn over to the Bearcats. The Knights trying to get a little too creative there on their passes and just overshooting them. Trying to calm things down, slow things down, and try and get something going on offense. Fakin now goes inside to Caden Vig. And give that one to Ethan Evitz, his third of the game. The Knights now making what you could say some unnecessary fouls here, trying to be physical, but just a little too physical. Not how you want to play here. As Caden Vig goes to the free throw line, he has been pretty accurate when shooting for free throws. Not the last person you would want to be sending to the free throw line, as he'll make that first free throw attempt. Free throws brought to you by the team over at Agramax. So Ty Vig checks back into the game. As he'll make both free throw attempts. 54-41, Bearcats lead with 3 minutes left to go here in the second half. Ethan Evitz going inside the lane, and there'll be a hold on the Bearcats, so now that puts the Knights in the bonus. Call that one on Ty Vig. Ethan Evitz sets, or at the free throw line, 1-1, 2:55 remaining. Evitz will make his first free throw attempt. Free throws brought to you by the team over at Agramax. As he'll make both of them. .254 left. The Knights now in a full court press, trying to do anything they can. Long pass to Evan Osted. Osted gets run down by Aaron Eglin, so now he slows things down. And the pass out to Chisholm. Chisholm Schmiedeberg goes well out of bounds. He had to run up the stairs, so he didn't collide with anybody on the stands. Now coming back out onto the floor is Brandon Risted. He subs in for Ty Vig. Expect a lot of substitutions here in this final stretch. The ref lost the ball there. Doing a couple bounces, and it just rolled well past. Well, just rolled out of his hands. Ryan Morris with it. Finds Ethan Evitz, gives him a pick. Morris now goes inside the lane. Now out to Aiden Rognes. Evitz for three. And Dylan Corinta can get the rebound. Aaron Eglin fakes the three, goes inside. No good. Corinta trying again for the rebound. No, will go out of bounds. Good idea from Aaron Eglin to not force a three. Go inside the lane if you have to, and he had one. And Dylan Corinta doing a good job keeping the ball in favor for the Knights. There's one thing the Knights have struggled with tonight here is getting the boards, as the Bearcats have done a fantastic job controlling those. Ethan Evitz passes out to Eglin now. So Eglin goes inside and call the foul here on Brandon Risted. His first of the game, so now Aaron Eglin will go shoot a free throw attempt. 8th team foul for the Bearcats. 2:08 left to go here in the second half. Aaron Eglin can't get that one to fall. In and out of the rim, so close. As it's an 11-point game. Trent Jerome trying to tell his team to slow things down. Caden Vig passes out to Osted, who will pass up to Fakin. The Bearcats trying to play time killer now. Osted finds Fakin on the near side corner. And now the press from the Knights trying to really force something. And we have a timeout here by the Bearcats. We'll take a timeout as well. Bearcats leading on the community co-op scoreboard 54-43 with 1:39 remaining here on yourliveevent.com.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman-Monoman Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
Back here, out of the timeout. Final minute 39 left to be played here at Fisher High School. And this will wrap up the season here for both of these squads. And it's a potential rematch come the play-in tournaments for the section. As Caden Vig went up for a shot, no good, but he'll steal that one right back. And a little bit of confusing. Like they pointed in the direction of the Knights, but then they changed the call. So that's Aiden Rogness' fifth. So he is done for the night. So Casey LaPlante will come out onto the floor for the Knights, and then we will see Franklin Finney come in for Evan Austin. So minute 34. Caden Vig at the free throw line as he makes his first free throw attempt. This was all a matter of both teams at the 8 and 9 seeds for the Section 8A tournaments, and most likely will not change. And Finney trying to save that one will go out of bounds, as this game just mainly felt like it would have determined where the game was going to be played, whether here at Climax or Fisher or at the Kittson County hosted by the Kittson County Central Bearcats, as Brandon Risted made Ryan Morris go early as he will score. Ryan Morris now trying to force something through as he will score. One of those nights tonight for the Knights that seemed a bit different from what we've seen last night. You know, Knights offensively taking some shots that maybe they should have let develop a little bit more, and tonight not taking the shots that they had, instead making that extra pass that they did not need. And it'll go off the hand of Ethan Evitz. This has been a physical game so far tonight with less than a minute left to go here. Chisholm Schmiedeberg with it, gets picked by Ryan Morris, and Morris trying to get it. It looked like it went off his hand, but they'll save Schmiedeberg last touched it. 46 seconds left. So quick inside to inbound to Evitz, and Morris now will pass off to Evitz, who pulls up for a long three, won't make it. Aaron Eglin can't keep it alive. It'll go out of bounds. Turnover to the Bearcats. 36.8 seconds left here in the second half, as both teams as this game comes to or is close to wrapping up here. The Bearcats did a fantastic job shooting the ball tonight on offense, as Caden Vig made his presence known out there for his team, really doing a good job. That's his size advantage really played a factor here, as Dylan Carinta will score 47-57, or 57-47, Bearcats lead. And they'll call a travel here on Braden Fakin. 7 seconds left. The Knights give him a lot of credit. Still it fell short, but they brought a lot of energy, and that was what Coach Slight really asks of her team, as Evitz three goes wide, no good, and that will drain the rest of the clock here. In your final score, the Kittson County Central Bearcats come away victorious 57-47. We'll take a break here on yourliveevent.com.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back here at Fisher High School, your final score, the Kittson County Central Bearcats come away victorious, 57-47. And along with me now is the head coach of the Kittson County Central Bearcats, head coach Trent Jerome. And coach, first off, congrats on the win to close out the season. And what did you see out there on the floor from your team? It was a very competitive game.
Yeah, we battled through a slow start. We kind of looked sluggish coming out right out the gate, and I had to get after him in a quick timeout, and then we started to get things going, and we started getting to our bones on offense, which is getting the ball to Caden Vigg so he can go to work, and then we started to create from there.
Yeah, you mentioned in the pregame show, trying to get Caden Vigg going early, and you definitely did just that. I mean, what kind of energy does he bring to the team whenever he's shooting that well and doing that great on defense?
Oh, it helps us a ton. It gives us confidence, that once he's scoring on the inside, our shooters, for one, then they feel a bit more confidence as the guys start to sink in because he's taking those guys off of him, and then also just gets us going for defense. We get a good bucket inside. It feels real good. We'll sit down and defend on the other end.
And going into halftime, you were up by 3. It was very close, and then coming out of halftime, it seemed things were really starting to swing your way. What were you talking to the team about there during halftime that really changed the outcome here?
It was our defensive game plan. Honestly, we were giving up way too much dribble penetration in that first half, which we almost gave up 30 points or something like that at halftime, and that's not us right there. So we needed to stop that penetration, make them earn it from the outside, and then towards the end, they started to hit a couple outside shots, but it wasn't enough for them to catch that gap out without that penetration. And a bit of a preview matchup for the tournament, for the play-in tournament now. What can you take now that you have played this game? What can you take from tonight and hopefully transfer that over to Friday again? Well, yeah, Friday I hope to right away stop that penetration. We know who their guys who can shoot are now, so we'll be able to close out a little bit better on them. And then offensively, we missed a lot of open opportunities. We were kind of careless with the ball, so it's about cleaning that up, dealing with their hard man-to-man defense. They get after it. They get in your face, and we're going to have to put some stuff in, get back door, things like that. We'll get creative with it so we can hopefully walk away with a win on Friday.
Coach, before I let you go, any more final thoughts on tonight's victory as you wrap up the regular season?
It was a fun one. I love the boys, and I loved it. This was a great final game to end their regular season, and it was a good fight here in Fisher.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congrats on the win, and good luck in the tournaments.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Head coach Trent Jerome of the Kittson County Central Bearcats. As we wrap things up here, your final score, the Bearcats come away victorious over the Knights 57-47. We'll be right back here on yourliveevent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. This is Jim Berkemeier, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butcher Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back here at Fisher High School as we continue to wrap things up. The final regular season of the game goes in favor of the Kittson County Central Bearcats. And preview game for these two teams. They will most likely see each other in the Section 8A tournament here on Friday. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one. We've seen how this game, how the regular season ends. Postseason, completely different. You know, momentum could shift. At the moment, the Bearcats are in full control, and they play the way they did tonight. They could come away with a win, but Climax-Fisher really brought the energy, was very competitive, physical all throughout. It was a fun one tonight, and definitely a fun one to close out the regular season. The Knights probably would have liked a different outcome here, but it was one of those moments. It was one of those games where it felt like the opposite of what was happening the night before. The night before against Northern Freeze, the Knights taking some extra shots that they may not have, or taking some shots before passing it rather than getting that extra look. Tonight, maybe taking two extra looks, passing around before taking a shot, and maybe not capitalizing on the looks that they did have. It's going to be interesting to see how the tournament, how postseason plays out here when these two teams match up yet again. We'll take another break here as we wrap things up. Hopefully we'll hear from head coach Brenda Slight for the Climax-Fisher Knights. As your final score, the Kittson County Central Bearcats come away victorious over the Climax-Fisher Knights, 57-47 on the Community Co-op scoreboard.
Genuine starts here. There's one easy way to keep your AGCO equipment productive all year with genuine preventative maintenance from AGCO Parts. When you check, change, and replace using AGCO Parts preventative maintenance products, you get the promise of maximum performance and increased uptime. Visit Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, to see our full selection of preventative maintenance parts products, or give us a call at 784-2961 to place an order today.
As a small business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax-Shelley School. The website for the Climax-Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax-Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax-Shelley School District.
Back here at Fisher High School as we continue to wrap things up here. Still waiting on head coach Brenda Slight for her post-game interview. But sticking around, we'll move on to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Thinking about upgrading your planter, visit RDK at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, or visit their website at planterdoc.com. And our RDK Precision Player of the Game is going to go to Brandon Risted for the Kittson County Central Bearcats. He had 7 points, but did a fantastic job in the backboards, getting 4 rebounds, also contributing 2 assists and 2 steals for his team. He was very precise all throughout, as he needed to be, and that is why he is the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we will hopefully be hearing from head coach Brenda Slight here as we wrap up the regular season for the Climax-Fisher Knights and get set for postseason here on yourliveevent.com. The Bearcats come away victorious over the Knights 57-47.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Cis-Vanderhoef, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cis-Vanderhoef, a passion that grows.
Halsted Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halsted Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back here at Fisher High School, and the lights are out here. Well, some of them are anyway. Some students still playing, still shooting the ball around here. Not really in the dark, but they don't have a lot of light either. Kind of feeling like growing up, street lights would come on. You still continue to play basketball, shoot the ball around. Still waiting on head coach Brenda Slight, as her and her team are having a meeting in the locker room right now, so we'll grab her when that is over. Your final score tonight, the Kittson County Central Bearcats come away victorious over the Climax-Fisher Knights. Here we'll move on to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. Visit their website at halsteadtel.com. And the post-game connection has to go to the Bearcats' defense. That was the one thing Coach Trent Jerome mentioned in the pregame, was if they could get their defense going, their offense was sure to follow, and it was exactly just that. They did a good job forcing a lot of shots, or making the Knights second guess a couple shots here, and really keeping control throughout as they maintain the lead here. And that is why the Kittson County Bearcats defense is the post-game connection. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we will hear from head coach Slight here on yourliveevent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal: peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Hey folks, I'm Jimmy Don Holmes from Waco, Texas. This is my oldest son, Jake. I met the Christian family recently in Waco, and they just seem like really good people, and that's the kind of people you want to buy a car or truck from. Sometimes when you're buying a vehicle, you feel a little bit of anxiety. You won't feel that here. This place it's got a good feel, and the folks are good, and I like that. In our shop, I'm big on quality and customer service. You're going to get the quality when you buy a Chevrolet vehicle, and you're going to get the customer service when you deal with the Christian family here at Christian Motors.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax-Shelley School. The website for the Climax-Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax-Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
Community Co-op Energy Solutions. Our team will help you with pre-buys and contracting. Our services also extend with on-farm service calls, tanks, pumps, bulk oil, DEF and tank monitoring, fuel, propane, and natural gas. Call us at 1-888-935-2281 so we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-op.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman-Monoman Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
Back here at Fisher High School, continuing to wrap things up. We're still waiting on head coach Brenda Slight here. We'll grab her as soon as she is finished up her team meeting with her squad, as they're definitely not the way they wanted their season to end, but they still get to play. They will play Kittson County Central again in the tournament, sitting at that 8 and 9 seed, so most likely see them once more here as we continue to wrap things up. We'll go ahead and move on to our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Line 3 is now complete, and you can learn more about Enbridge and Line 3 by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. And our Enbridge Energy player of the game is going to Caden Vig of the Kittson County Central Bearcats. He, the big man in the backcourt for the Bearcats, did exactly what he needed to. He brought the energy. He came up with 19 points, led both squads in scoring. He had 4 rebounds and 2 blocks on the defensive end. Can't ask for better production from a guy on the defensive side than that, and he just brought the energy for his team. And he's definitely going to need to do that if the Bearcats want to have an extended run in the tournaments here. But that is why he is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. We'll take another break, and hopefully soon we'll be hearing from head coach Brenda Slight here on yourliveevent.com. The Bearcats come away victorious over the Climax-Fisher Knights 57-47.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Back here at Fisher High School, now I am joined by the head coach of the Climax-Fisher Knights, head coach Brenda Slight, and definitely not the way you were hoping the season to close out, but I mean, it was a very competitive game through and through. What did you see out there from your boys tonight?
You know, I really liked how Ryan Morris, he did attack the lane. He drove hard. He finished. I think that if we're going to play them on Friday, we need to be more aggressive like that, taking it to the rim. And, we did struggle against that big guy a little bit, so we're going to have to, figure out in practice the next 2 days how we're going to shut him down inside. There's lots of discussions on what we need to do, and, it's going to start at practice tomorrow, how hard we're willing to work and how much we're going to prepare.
Yeah, and you mentioned Ryan Morris attacking the rim a lot in this game. It also seemed like it was a case of opposites from last night. You were taking a lot of shots before setting something up. Tonight almost felt like you were passing it instead of taking some shots that you had open.
Right. I felt like we shot more inside shots tonight than we did in the past, and that's something that we're working on. We need to. There's still more situations where we need to pass one more, get a better look, be prepared to kick that ball out when you don't have that drive. And those are the things that we talked about, trusting each other and moving the ball around and, finding that open player and not just being in a hurry to get the possession over with and trying to make something happen rather than be patient and let something happen.
Yeah, and throughout the game, it was very physical. The Knights were very physical on defense. What what was the energy like in between breaks and halftime that really really let them play as physical as they did?
Just not being afraid, being able to bump a little bit and being able to put your hands up in the air and just, the refs were letting them play a little bit. We were becoming a little bit more physical, and, those are good things to see, but at the same time, everyone has to do that at the same time. And I felt like, if we're a little bit more in sync and we're on the same page and we communicate a little bit better, these boys are very capable of, competing on Friday.
Yeah, that's something we've been talking about all season, so it's going to be interesting to see if that carries over. You will see this team again, that you'll travel to them this time around. What are you hoping to learn from tonight that you could take over to Friday night's game against them?
Just trust in each other. I think that's the biggest thing right now, that they need to step on that court. They need to be willing to find each other, find the open player, working together as a team, communicating, and just going out there with their whole hearts, knowing that this could be the end.
Coach, any final thoughts here on tonight's matchup and to close out the regular season?
The boys in the locker room, they don't want it to be done. They want to keep fighting. They want to keep playing together, and they don't want it to be over. So if they can come with that energy on Friday, knowing that, it could potentially be over if they don't compete, then I think that they're going to just come with some heart.
Coach, thank you for your time, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Coach Brenda Slight for the Climax-Fisher Knights here as we continue to wrap things up. The final score, Bearcats coming away victorious over the Knights 57-47. We'll take one more break, and then we'll come back with some stats here as we wrap things up at Fisher High School.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back here at Fisher High School, we'll wrap things up here with some stats for you, starting with the Climax-Fisher Knights. Carter Helgeson ends the day with 5 points, 1 rebound. Aiden Rognes had 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 steals. Ryan Morris, attacking the rim tonight, had 18 points, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. Paul Demas with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Ethan Evitz with 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 steals. Luis Gonzalez had 2 rebounds and a block. Jason Beiswinger with 2 points, and then Aaron Egeland with 2 rebounds. For the Kittson County Central Bearcats, Braden Faken had 10 points and a steal. Brandon Risted had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Chisholm Schmeiderberg had 6 points, 2 rebounds. Evan Austin with 5 points. Caden Vig with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Franklin Finney with 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. As Ty Vig also had 7 points, 1 steal, and 1 block. That's going to do it and wrap up the regular season here for the Climax-Fisher Knights and the Kittson County Central Bearcats. They will see each other again on Friday. Here, as we wrap things up, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for helping make tonight's broadcast possible, and we ask that whenever you can, you show your support by patronizing these businesses that you've seen throughout, or by just calling in them to say thanks, because without their support, broadcasts like these aren't possible. We'd like to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in throughout the seasons, as you can stay tuned with all Your Live Event by subscribing to us on YouTube at Your Live Event. Follow our website for the broadcast schedule at yourliveevent.com, or follow us on Twitter at yourliveevent1. I am Jerry Peralta. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and have a fantastic rest of your week.